Hello, good evening, and welcome to the All Arsenal Show, courtesy of Mr. Arsenal Podcast. And in the chat tonight, we have Emerson, we have Marky Gooner. Sorry, you slightly changed your name there, Marky. I like
have.
that. And my
Yeah.
daughter through the Gooner Airways. Lovely Vicky. The daughter I never knew I had, but I have now. Thank you. What an asset you are, my darling. Right, already before we get rock and rolling, I can see Mr. Knightman's in and wishing Mr. Tom another birthday. God, you're getting old, Mr. Tom, I'm telling you. 87. Wow, 87. Ooh. Let's hope you live till Sunday to see. No, I shouldn't say that. To see, hopefully, we'll talk about that one a bit later. A victorious win would be really nice. Okay, right. So we got Nightman, and we've got Mr. Tom and Mr. Arsenal Podcast, who's in the background. Right. Okay, guys. I think we'll just quickly recap on the Emirates Cup. Now, I couldn't watch it. I tried with that dodgy stream on my phone, and that was like a nightmare. So I did watch the penalties. If I don't know, Emerson, start us off. What did you think of the actual match?
The match was a mixture of both, really. Both teams had chances. Monaco really had more clear-cut chances, so they could have won it. But as they said in the part of the rules, that whatever the result was, it was going to go to penalties. So, in reflection, 1-1, it wasn't really the actual scoreline. But if they kept to the normal rules of the Emirates Cup, where it doesn't have to go to penalties, then you'll say, with the chance that Monaco had, they would have won it with these. But as I said, looking at the new signings, Timber, Rice, and Havertz, they had decent games before Rice and Timber came off, and Havertz came on in the second half. But really, people still question of his position of where does he play in the team. From what I saw from where I was sitting, he was more on my side of the pitch, and he was more on the left side of the midfield. So the jury's out on him of what position he's actually going to play in the team. But Rice settled in his position where he's going to play. I got when he's going to play like the old Xhaka position. Timber, we know he can play anywhere in the back four, and he looked excellent as the left back. So when he played, right back. Left back. It's because Tommy Yasu was the right back. So he looked quite good before he came off. So
right, okay.
So Timber is the one that I worry about of the three signings as we speak. But we'll see what happens when Arteta plays him on what actual position does he play. And the rest of the squad picks themselves. So that's all I can say about the Emirates Cup.
Hello, Nightman. Sorry. And it's not my birthday today, but I have a belated birthday from January. I'll let you know this coming January. Thank you. Sorry. Okay. And Mark, did you manage to watch?
I actually watched it, and I also was using Ryan's watch along as well. So it was pretty much how Emerson described. Really, I think we had a few defensive errors, I would say, probably in the first half, and I think they were just getting used to where they're going to sort of play, like Emerson says, roughly. I think they haven't quite worked out where the new players are maybe going to fit in or slot in, or whether they're going to sort of rove a bit. So I think it's a work in progress. I think overall Emerson was exactly right. I think I think 1-1 was a reflection of maybe the first half, but on chances alone, I think Monaco deserved to win. But it was nice to see them sort of getting a competitive as competitive as it can be, certainly with opposition. So yeah, overall it was very good. Very good. Enjoyed.
And sorry, because dear Ryan, bless him, he was slightly behind. And as I say, my notifications were coming up on the Ange pad, and so I could see already with the penalties. And
Yeah, I knew that we'd already won before Ryan's first penalty had gone in. So I think there was a bit of a delay with the feed that I was looking at as well, because I was just about to type the final score, and I thought, oh, I better not, because they haven't got to where I am at the moment yet. So yeah. So I knew that we'd won 5-4 before I think the first or the second penalty had actually gone in on the feed that Ryan was watching. So
right,
yeah.
And I did watch because I keep banging. Listen, I'm not a goalkeeper. I've never played, but it is all about those penalty saves. And fair play, dear Rambo actually managed to save one.
Oh, he was that save quality.
You know, when I watched it, actually, you had to see it. That was a good save. The way he went.
That was yeah. She saved.
And he needs to stay in the middle and not go down.
It's, to be fair, I'm sure they're coaching him, but yeah, it's a real art form. Yeah, going the right.
That's what me and my mum was saying.
Yeah,
we were saying, to him, do not go down before you, before you try and save it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well, luckily all our boys got this on time.
Yeah, it's so difficult these days because there's so many different styles of penalty now.
Yeah.
You know, you've got the ones that do the showboating and try and sort of do it down the middle. You've got the ones that hit them hard into the corners and the bottom corners. Then you've got the ones that hit them hard in the top corners. So to be fair, it is a lottery. It is a lottery, and I genuinely think that he's coming for unfair criticism.
Every
time he's faced a penalty, really, to be fair.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And of course, I'd just like to touch on he's had some personal tragedy. And once again, these abhorrent people on the media, give the players a break. And actually, I'll call this out. I'm sorry, I don't care who you can personally message me on it. Pepe is a waste of space. He's not professional. He never has been. I have it on good authority. Won't name my source that he come to the Arsenal. He was not a professional player in the sense of what he should have been. He really, and that's all I'm going to say on the matter. And just get rid of him. End of. And so for the likes of the fantastic, look, they're not going to have, they're human. They're going to have some dodgy times, aren't they? You know, they won't always have good games, but leave them alone. They love the Arsenal. They're ultimate professionals in the way they conduct themselves. I get fed up with hearing it now. Although saying that, I was a bit critical of Eddie, but there you go. He scored next. Sorry, Eddie. Prove me wrong all the time. I was a bit harsh there. Little bit harsh. Oh, sorry, what was Nightman saying? Oh, yeah. Emerson, where is your Middlesbrough jersey? Have you got a Middlesbrough top?
No, I don't know where he's getting that from. Because I'm wearing an Arsenal top. You can see it clearly. I'm trying to bring it down as much as so you can see the Fly Emirates one. He must be thinking of that acid shirt. He must be thinking of the acid shirt.
Possibly. Oh, and we've also got Russ Morgan. I've seen your name before, Russ. Thank you for joining us. Thank you so much. Right, okay. So, sorry, is there anything else I missed out on the Emirates Cup other than we won it? Oh, I have actually, because the man was there, wasn't he, Mr. Wenger?
He was.
Yes, he was there. But sadly, I didn't see him after the match because apparently he was driven out by on the people's carrier. So all the people carriers that went past me, not one of them stopped. One or two players came past me, but they didn't stop. Obviously, pitched out. So I knew who they were, but they just had a little wave and that was it. So I let them be. But as I said, there was so many fans afterwards on that bit led up to literally up to the roundabout. So if the players had common sense, would have said, right, turn right and go up that thing, go up Hornsey Road, and that's it. And then continue, then turn left, then go from wherever they want to go from there. Because there's loads of fans waiting afterwards, which is more than I normally see on the match day. So, but other than that, all I can say, Arsenal got a good round of applause when they saw him. Those fans were taking pictures of him because obviously they could see him in the director's box. But after the match, literally was in one of those people carriers, and they drove him off. So, end of.
Lovely to see him there. Thank you, Mr. Wenger. And I think it's good that he just turns up now and again. Don't be like Sir Fergie, like the Grim Reaper all the time. Yeah, now and again, where he's chilled. Yeah, all good. Okay, I want to bring in, and he really is the main man, Mark. You are a legend. You are covering the Women's World Cup. Do you get any sleep?
Yes, I've been getting some sleep. Oh yes, it's all good. Well, today was the first time there was no games, so it's been nice.
I can imagine.
Today was what you would call a rest day.
Bless you. I must admit, I'm totally relying on whatever you put up. I don't even bother with the freeview now. I just think Mark will put it up. Yep, I know I'm watching if I'm awake.
Yeah. Nice. So far, I think it's been excellent. I think it's been really, really good. I think the standard as I've been really impressed with, even the so-called what you would call lesser teams.
Yes, yeah.
I think the standards have been excellent. I think my standout team at the moment has to be Jamaica.
Oh,
really?
Thank you. Yeah.
I would obviously everyone's going to say England, but England's got. We have to remember, England has got the backing and the money behind them and everything.
Yes.
Jamaica have actually had to crowdfund to actually get there because the Jamaican FA wouldn't, or women's FA, I don't even know if they've got a women's FA. Wouldn't.
It's just Jamaican FA, Mark.
Is it? So they didn't give them enough money, so they've had to crowdfund to be able to get there, which is
sorry. Did you read that? I don't know if he's their manager, head coach. I don't even know his name, but he actually put something short and sweet on there. And he didn't use the word shit. He said bull crap. And basically calling out the Jamaican men to back the women's team, which I thought was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Exactly. Yeah. So I've to be fair, I've loved all the lesser teams. I think I think China's gonna do well. I think
Japan, Mark.
Sorry, Japan. Yeah. I think USA will go out.
Yeah, I can see it.
Either in the next round or the quarters. Realistically, England, I think probably semis.
Okay, fair comment. Right, Ricky, don't go with your heart, go with your head, because obviously we're all supporting the Lionesses. Who do you think is going to have a really good run this World Cup? I've got one. All right, I'm a bit Arsenal biased. I'm gonna call it out and say Sweden's gonna have a good run.
Yeah, that would have been another one of mine.
I'm being Arsenal biased again, but they just really do see it on form. They really do.
Yeah, they do.
Well,
and
I've got two that I like.
Yeah, go on.
The Lionesses,
obviously,
and Sweden.
Yeah, I think I know we're all being a bit Arsenal biased, but I'll put that aside. Just from what the matches that I've been out about not watching full, but yeah, I'm just going to say they really, really are full. And sorry, Sorry, can I just jump in here? BX Gunner 81. Hi, Gunner. Yeah, because you come in and chat regularly. Thank you for joining us. Bob Marley's daughter fought hard for the reggae girls. Well,
Yeah.
fantastic.
I can imagine that. That's brilliant. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. So
Really good.
to be honest, I'll never do World Cup for the men's. And as much as I love the Euros, I'm going to try and be a bit unbiased. So just to see the underdogs, i.e. Jamaica, as far as they can go, good on them. Yeah, definitely.
And for me, if you didn't want my point of view, I'm going for Japan, and my dark horses are going to be Colombia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, you can never write off South America, can you, sir? Fair enough. Sweden, bye. Okay, Nightman. Not quite sure why you like Sweden. I don't think I want to go any further than that, but I hope you'll support women's football anyway. Next.
Yeah. So.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, thank you. Sorry. Okay, Nightman. Yeah. Sweden are good on you. Is that because they're all blonde with those flowing, those ponytails? That's very nice.
No, it's got to be for their football skills, isn't it? Their heading ability is amazing.
Well, seriously. Oh, we've got Mandy. That's what I'll call her now, Mandy. Oh, we got Mandy. She's good at that, isn't she?
Yeah.
Amanda, whatever her name is. Sorry, I will get
her
name.
Illustrated.
That's it. Yeah.
I have to say, it's been nice. It's been nice watching. Jonas.
I love Jonas. I do. I love him.
He's a very, very clever coach. He's a very clever man. Yeah. And if we ever get rid of him from the ladies, then it'll be a major mistake.
Yes, the girls love him. They're at ease with him. Yeah, he's got it all. Yeah. If I'm going to call it out, as much as I've backed up, and I like Arteta, Jonas to me is just the man. He really is. Knows his girls. Oh, okay, Mr. Tom. Okay, the Swedish kids always look smart. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully you're enjoying the football, Mr. Tom. Next. Oh, God, hang on. Love the kit as well, Mr. T. Right, okay, well, they're taking notice. If they're taking notice of the kids in whatever form, that's something. So support the girls next and try watching their football. You might actually enjoy it. Right, so that brings me on to now. The next Lionesses game is going to be Monday at 8 a.m. and Ryan will be doing a watch along, folks. And that will be good for me because I'm not on the morning shift on Monday for my job. I do have to be somewhere for a certain appointment next, but I should be able to see most of that, or certainly a good part of that match, and hopefully we'll see some more goals. So anyway, we've got to bring her up. What do we reckon to Lauren James? Arsenal bias here.
To be fair, you can't knock her. She's a good player. And as long as she performs well for England, I don't mind. What she does for Chelsea is another matter.
Yeah,
but when you're supporting the national team, you've got regardless of whatever team anyone plays for, they've got to play as a team and they play together. And
fair enough.
You can't knock her. You can't knock her ability. She may not. Pending obviously what has happened to the ladies, and she may not have been in the limelight as much because she might not have been needed to be started. She'd probably be a bench player, but obviously with the injuries that they've had, then they've got to widen the net, haven't they? So, and she took the goal very well. So
fair enough. Ricky?
I'm more disappointed that they've actually got Emma Hayes as a commentator on ITV.
Yeah, that's already, doesn't it? And a Chelsea bias. Oh my God! But yeah, Ricky, who's going to, as a Lioness England player at the moment, who's going to be your stand? I mean, let's be blunt. Obviously, the last match was all right. Look at their playing. Let's be honest, but they've really sort of started to gel. Who would be your standout player?
Well, I've got two.
Yeah, go on.
Russo
Yeah.
and Chloe Kelly.
Okay, right, fair
Yeah.
enough. Yeah, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, Nightman's just saying he'd like. Oh, I really wanted Zambia to do well.
Yeah, I actually
fair
quite Zambia with.
Oh, good. Right, Mr. Tom, I'm a big fan of Millie Bright. She reminds me of David Batty. Okay.
Yeah, I can get that because of the tenacious midfielder. Yeah, she doesn't pull no punches. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Nightman's saying Lauren James will probably get in the Leeds United team, be the best player. I'm sorry.
To be fair, that's
She
probably
would
true.
actually. She probably would.
It's a good.
Dear. Right, what's Nightman saying? Oh, sorry, I don't know who this player is.
She plays for West Germany, Ange, but she's
right.
injured. Well, she's just come back from an ACL injury. She plays for Bayern Munich.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh God, Mr. Tom.
There's no West Germany now, Emerson. They're all one now.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. They're unified.
Yeah, that thing. What came up on the chat. That person wants to know who that person was from Germany. That's all I said.
Yeah,
she's just back from an ACL injury as well. So she should be and raring to go when the German Ladies League starts. Hopefully at the same time as all the other leagues in Europe.
Because it's funny because everyone has it as South Korea, but it's not actually South Korea now. It's the Korean Republic, because they do actually have a couple of players in the squad that are from the north, but they don't like to mention it.
Which is true.
So,
Amanda Ulston, Mandy, we like Mandy.
Yeah.
She's cool.
Quality player.
Oh God, Mr. Tom, I'm waiting for the return of the Soviet Union due any time.
No chance.
Shush, said he's going to play for the Ukraine and with Arsene Wenger. Don't. Oh dear, that's no, it's not funny actually. But, right, okay. So anyway, so Ryan, watch along 8:00 Monday. Get up early, folks. Mark gets no sleep next. Bless you. Mark, because I really am relying on you. What is the next? Is there a match? Matches on tomorrow?
Yes, there are matches tomorrow. Yeah, 2 matches tomorrow. 1 at 6 and 1 at 9, I believe.
Okay. What's the one at 9?
It's the start of the quarterfinals.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
What's the one at 9 o'clock, my love? I'm putting you on the spot.
I believe it's no, it's gone. I'll have to look it up.
Well, it's going to be on BBC or RTV, so I'll
put the channels on as I normally do.
Yes, I mean, to be fair, me going from BBC One, maybe BBC Two to RTV is pretty easy, but no, that is helpful, of course. Okay, right. So, anybody want to watch? You've got 1 at 6 o'clock, 1 at 9 o'clock. Oh God, sorry, somebody's buzzing my door. I'll be back in a sec. Do you want to talk about the up and coming Community Shield? Sorry, I'll be back in a sec.
Yep.
Go on, I'll let you talk, Mark, about that.
I was just going to say to you, what do you reckon? What's your thoughts and feelings?
No way most fans are going. They're saying that Arsenal are going to win, but we have to wait and see what Arsenal's lineup is going to be. That's going to be the key to what's going to go with the match. If he goes, the team I think he will go with, Ramsdale and go. I'll put Timber as left back, Gabriel and Saliba in the middle. And on the other side, I will put Ben White, sorry. Midfield, I'll put Partey as the defensive midfielder with Rice and Odegaard either side. And with the 3 up front, I'll put Martinelli, Nketiah and Saka. And then, as I said, I won't know what the subs are going to be. But as I said, the key to it is going to be the lineup. To me,
I'm going for a draw.
Well, that means it'll be penalties then. It'll go straight to penalties.
I think it'll be a score. I'm going for a score draw. I don't know if we'll win. To be fair, I'm not bothered either way. I'd rather beat them twice in the league.
If I'm going to go for a prediction, I'll go a 3-1 defeat to Arsenal.
So,
in 90 minutes, of course.
It's a possibility as well. Yeah. What do you reckon, Ricky? Do you think we'll win Sunday?
Yeah, I think so.
You think we'll win, do you? Yeah, I think it's gonna be it'll be an interesting game. I think.
But we need. They need to rest Rambo.
Yeah, I don't think that. I don't think they will.
Well, that'll bring me on to something else.
Just for a little while, because the way he keeps on going down.
Yeah. I've just Ryan's just put up in the chat. Yeah.
Let's hope it don't go penalties next.
Oh yeah, thank you, Ryan. I couldn't think of.
There you go. Yeah. Oh, okay, that's cool then. I'll do a bit of Norway at 9 a.m. 6 a.m. ain't happening.
One's on BBC One, by the way, and the other one is on
ITV.
Yeah, the Japan Norway one's on ITV.
Oh, okay.
So the first
cool.
one.
I know.
No, the FA won't allow that, or FIFA.
Oh God, Nightman saying boycott. I live off the BBC. I pay my TV license. I only have Freeview and my silly hub that I still need to sort out, and it's still going strong, although it's overheating next. But I do live off Freeview and the BBC. Sorry, and I pay my TV license more for me.
Also, Ange, I just wanted to make a little point regarding the TV coverage. Although Mark mentioned Giannis was quite good. All I can say, Kim Little, Jen Beattie, and all the other Arsenal players that are on were good as a pundits as well, because they highlighted near enough everything bar one little incident that hasn't been, well, although it was mentioned that the poor Haitian girl suffered an ACL. Lucky enough, we know that Keir Walsh didn't suffer from an ACL. It looked like it was an ACL, but lucky enough, it's not. So she was training today, as they said today. So she was training on her own. Whether she'd be fit enough to play that game on Monday, we'll just have to wait and see.
No, I wouldn't.
That's all I can say. That's all I can say.
I wouldn't risk her. I would keep her for
I don't think they'll risk her.
No,
keep her for the quarters. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Definitely.
People say Man City will win, but there's something.
Sorry. He's having flashbacks. Oh, Manchester City will win. No, they won't, because I hate them. I hate Pep and his puppy dog eyes, and he's so cool, good looks. I hate him. I hate all of them now. I never used to hate them. Now we're in the running. I hate them. And De Bruyne, you're a fantastic player, but I really, I just hate them all, actually. Sorry, next. There's my rant over. Oh, look, go on. Yeah, Nightman, go for it. You've dusted off your old size 9 boots, for the big game. Yep.
Be interesting to see if...
I was nicknamed the Hungarian Trooper. Okay, you say so, mate. We believe you. Get out that pitch, mate.
There's worse players you could be called.
Absolutely.
It'd be interesting to see if Zinchenko plays, considering he's playing Saturday night as well.
He won't, Mark. He won't. I guarantee it, 100%. The only reason he's playing 5 minutes for that game is Arsenal's insurance have told him that's the most you can play. You can't play anything longer than that.
I think he's playing more than 5 minutes because he's actually captaining the side.
Yeah, but I've got a feeling it will be 5 minutes he'll play. You watch, he'll play 5 minutes and he'll come off. due to insurance, but because everybody knows it's going to be. Because imagine if he gets injured in that match. So
Okay,
I'll say minimum 5 minutes he's going to play, but I'm not going to watch it myself anyway. I'm not going to watch it. So I'll be somewhere else in South London watching something else.
So be interesting. I think it'll be a good game. They've got some good players playing, so
True.
Be interesting.
Because you've got 2 ex-Arsenal ladies playing for them as well. For the rest of the world, we've got Rachel Yankee and Katie Chapman.
Okay. Yeah. To be honest, I don't know who's in the lineup. To be honest.
Well, they're the only 2 female players, as far as I know. The Arsenal team is a strong team as well. So you've got Jens Lehmann in goal.
Oh, okay.
Rumours going around that David Seaman's going to play some part of it in the second half, but that's yet to be confirmed. But
yeah,
we'll see. But as I said, I'm not going to watch it anyway, so it's not my. I doubt they're raising good money.
What time is it on?
It's on
Sky, I believe.
It's on Sky Max, and the kickoff's at 5:45.
I'll miss it. I've got Sunday 60th tomorrow.
But prior to that, we got some singers, some free artists playing before the match. So they want them because they're expecting a big crowd. So they've told most fans get there as early as possible.
Yeah,
so
and at half time, I believe as well. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Right, I'll just ignore what night was just put up on there. Oh dear. Yes, that's a strange heritage, that one. Next, right. Yeah. Anyway, actually, back to the real football. Stuart Atwell, the ref for Sunday.
Yes. Also, I like to see now of what they said during the week. I'm not sure if you picked up Mark or Ange. I know Ricky won't pick it up, but I'm sure Mark has. They're got some new things for the new season, so it'd be interesting to see how this new thing is going to adopt in the Champions League. So, not Champions League, because this Community Shield on Sunday. It'd be interesting to see how they're going to adopt to it, because how the players are going to adjust to it. Because there's a lot of changes. I won't go through them all, but there's loads of changes now in football. So, at the moment, I'm watching Sheffield Wednesday versus Southampton.
Can I just say I've read somewhere, and I don't think it is a wind-up, that we're going to get docked if we start over-celebrating?
That's right. That's one of them.
Oh, dear. That we are for our boys. I do like a celebration.
The interesting one, Mark, is going to be the time wasting.
Yes. Yeah.
That's going to be the interesting one, the time wasting. See how much time the ref is going to allow. Because, as I said, at the moment, I'm watching Sheffield Wednesday versus Southampton. Although it's into the first half, it'd be interesting to see how many minutes they're going to allow for, time added on. So I'll keep you informed when it gets near to the end of the first half, how many minutes they're going to add on. At the moment, it's been a good game. Go on.
Are they going to be using the mic up? Is that coming in?
They haven't said anything as much, but I'll wait and see when there's a controversial incident, and I will let you know how it's going to pan out in the Championship. So, as I said, I'm just watching it at the moment.
I couldn't remember whether they were just adopting it for trialling it in the Women's World Cup, or whether they are going to move it forward.
Well, it'd be interesting to see. As I said, it'd be interesting to see how they're going to do it in this match that I'm watching on TV as we speak. But I'll let you know when there's a controversial incident, like that, to see if they do announce it to the crowd. But I'll let you know as much, because I've got the volume turned down, so I can't hear on the commentary, but I can tell by the pictures that I'm watching as we speak. So that's one thing you guys have got to look out for, Ange, as well. If you're watching it live, watch all the major little incidents of the match.
Yeah, I will do.
Yeah.
Because it won't be adopted to the WSL. That's sure. It's not going. It's too early for that. Hayes wants it, but not for me. Not just yet. Give it another.
Well,
see how this season comes out.
Technology of that. So not all the grounds have got the technology yet. So you couldn't have it probably at somewhere like Boreham Wood, could you? Really?
No.
Because they haven't got the room for the trucks and everything.
Well, they have, because they've done Bournemouth. If you've been to Bournemouth of old, fair enough. But if you've been to Bournemouth of new, like I have several times, it is completely changed.
Is it? Oh, right. I've been to the old, but not the new.
Oh well, you have to. One day, although you live up north, one day you got to see it for yourself.
I've been to the Bournemouth one.
Yeah,
because Ricky, it's all changed there as well.
Yeah,
it's all changed. But as I said, with the ladies' match, it's different from the under-21s because with the ladies' matches, you can't get as close as the players like you used to of the old days. Whereas the under-21s, when the match is finished, you get close to them, and that's it, because they've got to come out one way, and that's it. And the away team, they come out via the car park, so you don't get a chance to see who was playing for that away team. So if they had a big-name player just come back from injury or suspension that's playing that match, for example, you have to literally go around to the other side of the car park to get that specific player who you want. But with the Arsenal players, they come out through the main car park because the team coach is parked there, and they come out. Or if they've got family, they also go out from the other car park.
Yeah, they just zoom off in the cars.
Bring back Underhill. No chance, because Underhill's now housing complex.
Are we talking about Barnet Underhill?
Yeah, it's now a housing complex.
I'm a Barnet girl originally, folks.
Yeah.
Used to support them. I've got a very dear friend who actually lives up in Anglesey, and he loves football, but his team is Barnet. He actually WhatsApped me the other day to say, living in Anglesey, that he was going down a bit of work in Wrexham, and he was staying down in Wrexham. So I said, wave to the American boys. And he typed back something rather rude, actually, because he's really not getting. That's neither here nor there.
Yeah, good idea.
Oh, dear. Yeah, good. I never went to Underhill because I was a girly. I should have done, really, because it's been very safe.
Should have done.
I really
there's a lot of good pre-season matches there, and the Arsenal's Arsenal women played there for a while. The famous Barnet Slope.
That's right, mate. Whoop, whoop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like I say, it was well known for the famous Barnet Slope.
Oh God, yeah. I do know very well, being a Barnet girl. Yes, very much, especially when the weather's not good. Yeah, like I see and all that jazz. Definitely.
I need to find out when the under-21s are playing.
They're playing at Bournemouth next Friday at Ricky.
No, I mean the ladies.
Oh God.
Oh no, they're playing at University Ground apparently. But as I said, we don't know where their season's going to start. But all I know, it's going to be at that University Ground. And as me and Ange normally do our homework, we have to do it via the FA just to get results and things like that. But as we know,
it's so poorly advertised. It's so frustrating. It really is.
Yeah.
So
but as we know,
another one at Hamill's ground.
Yeah. That was a bit of luck, and we had to get some kind person on one of the women's sites, didn't we, to give us some info.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
and
right.
Also,
sorry, can I just jump? Ryan saying Southgate has not ruled out picking Henderson for England. Well, he probably won't. Yeah, end off. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. So what can you say? He should. Oh, listen, Henderson's. I don't have a problem with Henderson, and I think back to, and it was me and Richard were actually chatting about this. Back to that incident with my Gabby, Big Gabby. I don't think it was anything racist, and I no disrespect to my Gabby, but he probably wouldn't have understood a word he was saying anyway. Next.
Yeah.
And I don't think there was anything untoward with that. And I'd say on the half, he's a nice enough.
And you know, when people are saying about, you know, I was surprised, I must admit, when he went, but obviously with obviously learning a little bit about obviously when he used to play for Sunderland and that, he's. I think the problem now is the players they've got to look after themselves and they've got to look after their families. People have got to remember that football players' careers are very short.
Yeah, they are short.
You know, if he's going to go and earn a lot of money in Saudi Arabia, good luck to him.
Well,
if that's going to provide for his family.
He's not a young player anymore.
No, exactly.
He's of a certain age. Even Saka called that out. He said when his legs are gone, yeah, he'll consider doing that, but not while he's young and he's happy. Yeah, exactly. Oh, sorry, totally off football. Yeah, Nightman, listen, mate, so many pubs are closing, Barnet, it's untrue. But I think that's generally across the board, pubs closing now. It's dying culture. Where do young people, where does anybody go these days? No, it's all very sad.
And that was the nearest pub to the ground, apparently.
You know, I'm trying to picture where it had been actually.
It's the nearest one. It was that one. It's that one what was just above one of the stands. It's off the main road itself. It's one of the near. It's the nearest ground. It was the nearest pub to the ground because there was hardly any pubs near it.
Look that up because I can't remember I'm thinking of where it used to be Barnet Odeon, and you had a couple of pubs there. That would have been.
That's true. They're still there.
Well, I know one. I'd have to.
But this one they're on about is the nearest one to the ground. Oh, that's as far as I know.
The name rings a bell, but yeah. Anyway, sorry, we totally digress there. But yeah, that's a sad state of affairs. But also, I mean, it's like going to the Emirates now. The Tollington obviously is looking very wonderful and loved, and they've got a great fan base going in there especially for the women's, haven't they?
That was packed that day.
Oh my God, it was heaving, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Can't believe I missed Leah and Captain Kimmy stuck at the back. Unbelievable. Oh, sorry. Mr. Tom saying, I don't think it's right that we sit and praise women's football all show and then tell someone good luck for going somewhere where those same women would be saying, okay, no, right, do you know what, Mr. Tom, that is a very interesting point. Okay, I hear what you're saying. Well, I'm reading what you're saying. Do we want to come back on that comment? It's a valid comment.
Yes, it is a valid comment. Yeah, I can start with that. Yeah, I totally agree with what you say, but we don't control the rules of the country. It's not our country.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
We can influence, but we can't tell them what to do. Just the same as they can't come over here and tell us what to do, like their Saudi royal family. We wouldn't take any notice of them. So therefore, we've got to. And boycotting the country is not going to make one slightest bit of difference because they've got enough money to buy all 92 football league clubs.
Yeah, you're right.
So I agree with the point, but it's we can't control what they do in their country. Why have we got Visit Rwanda on our shirts? There's another point.
Yeah.
Because we can't control what they do in their country, but we do a lot for the Rwandan children when they're out there. Same as Comic Relief. Everybody, has their opinion on Comic Relief. Similar thing, So if you're going to talk about Saudi Arabia, then everyone should boycott wearing an Arsenal shirt for the Visit Rwanda. It's the same point.
Yeah. And sorry, Nightman, I've never heard of the Felix and Firkin.
Oh, the Firkin. I guess the Firkin was a pub company.
Oh, okay, right. Yeah, sorry, that was throwing me completely.
The Firkin
I've got you. Okay, I've got you. Yeah.
Yeah.
My trip down memory lane for Barnet. Yeah. Right.
Mark, can I just mention something to Mark?
Fair enough.
Just let you know that the first incident of this match is this come to light.
Okay.
Right? They've mentioned about dissent, that if any player shows any dissent to the referee, one of the Sheffield Wednesday players done it, and he's just been given a yellow card. So just iron that out. So if you do any dissent back into the referee, he's going to book you straight away.
So what's the minimum number you can play a game now? Is it 6 or so? Because there'll be a few.
I'm not too sure about that one. I wait. So there's around about 6 send-offs of each team.
Yeah.
And we'll
Then
see
the
if
game
they're
will be
abandoning the game.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah.
So
well, at least
you can carry on. You can carry on, anyway.
Oh, sorry, no. Oh, Queen's Arms. That's the one I was. Thank you, Nightman. Yeah, the Queen's Arms. That's the one I was thinking of. Yeah, nearest to Underhill. Sorry, yeah, trip down memory lane here. Sorry, folks. Yeah, sorry, Nightman. Yeah, we'll get off this subject, but they're really valid subjects here, and because we are all about the women's football. Well, this is predominantly what the show's about. I agree with Mr. Tom. This is the reason why I boycotted the World Cup in Qatar. Well, personally, I didn't agree with Qatar. I'd never taken a blind because I really don't do World Cup. And then it was thrust upon me. I actually thought, no, for their human rights. And I'm going to call it out. Women, second class. If you're gay, they probably want to torture you. Let's put it out there next. You'll have no rights. And if you're disabled, I think you're pretty low down the pile. Sorry, this is a fact. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's true. No, I agree with everything that our watch people in the chat have said. It's just it's difficult when it comes to countries, because especially those countries, because they hold a lot of power and a lot of money.
Oh, well, it's all money, oil money, in it, end of.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I've never watched the men's World Cup because they're not better than the ladies.
Well, I'll be blunt here, Ricky. I mean, I was a very young girl when England won. Very young indeed. About 3-4 years old at the time. Yeah. And my dad loved it. My dad never really supported any particular football team. I keep using excuses from North Devon, but I think that's quite a fact. But he loved football and he loved the World Cup, but I never really got it. And let's be honest, over the years, it's only recently when the men got to the Euros that we got to a final, wasn't it? We were suddenly the men were suddenly doing something, and it got rather exciting. But
yeah.
And Mr. Tom, I boycotted wearing an Arsenal shirt 38 years ago and counting. Well, I boycott that green one, mate, but next. Oh, dear. Oh, what's this, Mr. Tom, again? On FIFA PlayStation, 4 players sent off on a team would terminate the match. Again, that's on FIFA PlayStation 4, which I wouldn't understand about all that stuff next. Because I wouldn't know how to play it, actually. Next. Okay, right. I think we got quite political there, and that's not a bad thing. It all needs to be called out. Right, Emerson, I'm going to bring you in before we go to some other little snippets. Do you want to update us on any academy news? Because I know there's a few going off loans. Sorry, I'm going to be back to subject.
Yes, there is. I've been to 2 matches so far. Well, pre-season matches, I should say. The first one was Bournemouth last Saturday. They lost, unfortunately, 2-1. But one of the academy players will go down in history to be the first player to score in a so-called top. I won't go into detail, but you know what I'm on about. So they lost that 2-1. Then they played again on Tuesday just gone against Chelmsford City. They won 2-1. It was a case of the penalty shouts, because there was 5 penalty shouts, 3 were given, and obviously Arsenal scored from the resulting penalties, which they won 2-1, and Chelmsford City, they were awarded a penalty, and obviously their main strikers tucked away their penalty. So overall, it was a good performance all round. Still some lessons to be learned in various players and their positioning of what to do and what not to do. But I'm sure that will come up when they're back on the training field from time to time. And as you said, there was been quite a few players leaving the last in the last week. Ben Cottrell, he signed for a team in Slovenia. Another one I haven't seen play himself, because he would have played in the academy a couple of seasons before I started watching the academy from last season, if you know what I mean. And he's moved to Motherwell. One or two players have, as I said, left the club because due to their contract has run out. One or two at fan clubs. There's still at least another 2 or 3, or could be 4 players that may move on also in this transfer window, but mostly on loan deals, or they might sign for that club permanently. But nothing has been said about these players that I've been mentioning. There's so many, but as I said, thing like that. If I go through them, thing like that, we'll be talking till midnight. But all I can say is the academy have got another match tomorrow, but unfortunately it's behind closed doors at the training ground. They play Luton Town's under-21s. Kick-off time, I haven't got a clue. So I'm playing potluck to see if Arsenal's Twitter feed will, will cover the match, because it won't be on the Arsenal app whatsoever. So as I said, it's only a pre-season match against Luton under-21s. But as I said, I don't know what time the match is in kick-off. It has been advertised on website, but they know my luck. They don't let fans go and watch it. But I won't be going myself because I've got other things to do tomorrow. So I'll be keeping one eye on that. And also the under-18s, they're playing in a pre-season friendly against Colchester. But that venue is at the original academy ground in Walthamstow. The Hell, as we know, it's Hell End. As we know, that Hell End is where all the youngsters will come through the academy. And as for next season, next Friday, as I said, the Premier League 2 season starts, of which I will be going to watch the Arsenal versus West Ham game, which is the first league match. They have been advertised on the website, the dates and kickoff time and the actual venues. So they can, with the away venues, they can subject to change at any time. As I said, with the under-18s, unfortunately, I won't get a chance to watch any of their matches because most of their matches are going to be at the training ground. And it's a new team that Jack Wilshere's going to inherit, because I think Mehmet Ali's mostly got the players who he wants to play in the under-21s next season, providing none of them don't go on loan. But if they do go on loan, and we've got any of those players that are still looking to move away from Arsenal that haven't got a game, it'd be useful if we could put them to have some experience in the team as well. So that's all I can say regarding the academy thing. Like, so, go on.
What are your?
Mark, you was going to say something.
What's your feelings? I know you've only seen like a few so far. How do you feel they're playing, like the under-21s, like the ones you've seen? Are they sort of playing well as a team?
They're playing literally like the first team. They are gelling, but as I said, there's 1 or 2 tweaks that the coach and his assistant might have to do in matches, like defensive wise. Right. He has to get that right, because he can't keep. He has to chop and change his 2 centre-halves from time to time, providing none of them are injured or suspended or anything like that. But as I said, that's going to be one key area. Midfield's going to be a key area as well, because, as I said, Ethan Namweri and Miles Lewis Skelly, they've now stepped up to play in the under-21s. They won't be playing in the under-18s next season when the new season starts. As I said, Jack Wilshere's got a new team, and whoever's shone from that may step up to the under-21s at some stage. It's easy as I said, it's a new format which I'm looking forward to see. as I said, there's matches. There's other matches that I'm going to look forward to seeing play as well. The one I'm really going to be interested to see how they adapt to this UEFA Youth Champions League. But as I said, whoever asks the main men's match team they will get the junior equivalent to that team. So you have to keep an eye of when I do the feature on you're not on that Arsenal page, though. I have to update that, all the time, thing like that. At the moment, the thing I'm just saying, which players have left.
Yeah.
And I said on the matches that I go to, because I'm getting good feedback from various people from that group to say thank you for the report and things like that. You're a star in the making.
I can still see all the comments. I can still see all the comments without actually joining the group, so it's good.
Fair enough. That's fair enough. If you want to, if you get time, if you want to comment on it, feel free. That's entirely up to you. But as I said, I have to wait and see. I'll give it about 10 matches into their season, the Premier League 2, and I can give you a little update, like a monthly update of how they're progressing. It's like how I'm doing with that ladies' league, with the World Cup. You notice I'm putting down the minutes that each player has played in the games. Sadly, we've lost 3, but as I said, we've still got 13 others that thing like that, and we know that 2 of them haven't started for their country during this World Cup. So, So, but
I suppose the big question is, will we get a World Cup winner out of one of them?
We'll just have to wait and see. Wait and see on that day of the final. Like that. Be interesting to see what time that's going to be kicking off as well. We know what the date is, but we don't know what time the kickoff time is going to be. So
I believe it's around about 11 o'clock.
Okay, that's reasonable.
I will find out.
And I think it's in Melbourne, if my memory's right.
Yeah, I believe it is.
I believe it's MCG. I think because that holds over 100,000 people. So I'd be surprised if that's the venue for the final. But as I said, regarding the academy news, that's all I can give you. And then I said I'll try and update the group and you guys, the under 21s and under 18s matches tomorrow, respectively. Yesterday they played Luton, Town's under 21s. Kickoff time, I do not know. As far as I know, the under 18s playing Colchester at Hell End Complex, and I know the kickoff for that is definitely 11 p.m. But I won't be around at that time. I know a friend of mine is going to that match, but he may text me, results as we speak. But I'll just wait and see if he's going to do that for me. So that's all down to the one's news, and so it's over to you.
Right, sorry guys, just little updates here. Right, Ryan's joining Danny on a Burkamp Wonderline at 9 o'clock, so we're all going to shoot off soon because there's another one coming along, guys. But anyway, actually, right, Nightman, will Harriet Kane leave the Spuds? Do you know what? I've got 2 site managers I deal with. I'm currently at my holiday club for a after-school holiday club thing. And the one I'm now working with, oh, God, he's a Spursy. And I asked him that question today when I saw him. I said, he ain't going nowhere. He got a bit, he said, I don't know. And I said, he ain't going nowhere. He won't be able to speak the lingo next. Do we reckon he's going to go?
I would say I'm still saying yes for this season, but definitely next season.
Okay, interesting. And I've already waved to Hook.
With me.
Right, Nightman's saying no. I don't know. I can't see him going. I think he's just going to live and die at Spurs, Endor. Well, at least until his retirement next.
Then he'll walk for nothing. Then at the end of the season,
there is that factor. Then he is a free agent.
And that'd be interesting to see where he goes from there.
It will be interesting. I can't see him going personally. I really can't.
we know that Mr. Levy is a hard man to bargain with.
I'm not a betting woman, but I'm going to go with that. I really can't see him going. But sorry, that brings me into number 9. GJ9. What do we reckon? He's going to be out of it, isn't he?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Can I say something first, Mark?
Go on.
Right. Regarding the number 9 shirt, I'm going to sound a bit controversial, but I know it's between us 4 and whoever listens to this podcast. Not many fans know that number 9 is the most jinxed squad number that we've got in the club's history. You think of all the number 9s from Alan Smith up to now to Jesus, all the players that had that shirt have all been injured somewhere along the line in their Arsenal career within the first year. So we've been cursed with that number 9 shirt for a long time.
We shouldn't know.
For a long time. We've been cursed with that number 9 shirt. Many fans know that, but I'm just letting everybody know that number 9 is the most cursed shirt.
Right, got it.
Because if you go, as I said, if you go through all the players that's worn number 9 in history, in Arsenal's history, since Alan Smith, because Alan Smith was the only player that I know did not have a long-term injury wearing the number 9 shirt. But from when he retired, from him until all the other players that wore number 9 to the present number 9 now have been injured within their first year of their season.
Yeah,
and I believe the injury that he's got is the same injury that he picked up when he was in the World Cup, because he felt some discomfort. So they had to do a procedure literally within hours after he said that he's there's feeling a thing. Because I think they said it happened sometime on Monday when he said he was feeling discomfort when he was training. And that same evening, because you see pictures of him in a hospital bed, going under the knife. So how long he's going to be out for, we don't know. So it's up to now. It's up to Mr. Balogun to either stay or move on. So
no, I think we need to go to the market. We need to go into the market.
Yeah, if we go into the market, I said on another podcast this morning, I said it in their poll. I ain't say who, but as I said, we need a loan signing if Balogun is being sold. I'll get a loan signing. I won't splash out 50-odd million plus just to get a striker in. I'd rather say, right, take a season-long loan, just pay his wages, let him go.
No, we've got to get a permanent. We can't do this loan business.
Somebody whose name, sorry to interrupt, but somebody's name who I'm told of, and I know who the player is. How do we rate Ollie Watkins?
Yeah, that would be
a good player, but I wouldn't take him. I don't think Villa will let him go, because Unai Emery is doing a good. Yeah, Unai Emery is doing. He's big. If he was up for sale, I'll take him. If he was up for sale, if he was one of these ones, it would cost about. Well, the current price is it's going to be at least about 60 to 70 million. Easy.
Oh, okay, that's quite a lot actually. Okay, so when you're homegrown, all that jazz,
who's out there for a loan signing? I haven't got a clue. Because, as I said, because Aston Villa are going to do well this season as well.
Well, he's out up to Spurs. So if we have a bad start, then we're going to be behind the 8 ball already. So we've got to be decisive. Well, let's face it, Balogun and Eddie aren't cutting the mustard. Yeah. So we can't mess about. If we want to win the league, which is our ultimate, we can't mess about. We can't be doing these loan businesses. We've got to go in. We've got to get a decent striker. Okay, if it costs 50, 60 million, fine. We've paid 100 million for Rice. It really. This will show how serious Arteta is. Because
well,
if he
so
wants
much
to,
Arteta, it's how much the splash of cash with the Cronkies, isn't it?
well, I don't think that it'll be the problem with the Cronkies. It'll be a case of if we can find the right player, then that's the thing. But I think we've got to get it. We can't mess about with all this loan signing. We've got to be decisive, which is we've shown the intent now with obviously Rice, and we can't mess about now with just. Obviously, this is very unfortunate, but to be fair, to me, Jesus wasn't cutting it anyway. I was expecting him to be moved on in January, so
no, that wouldn't have happened. I get what you're saying, but it wouldn't have happened.
But because to me, he's not the. I don't think he's been the same player since he came back from the last World Cup. He hasn't been the same player.
True. He is I know he does get. I know he doesn't like the harsh tackles as well. That's one thing he's got to learn as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Because the referees are not going to protect him next season. Because as I said, with this new ruling, ruling has got things.
Right, sorry guys, because we're going to wrap this one up shortly. But right, so for the Community Shield, who are we going to put up front? Is it Eddie or is it Trossard?
It's going to be Eddie. He'll go with Eddie, and Trossard will be on the bench. Yeah.
Who would you want?
Who would I want? I want Trossard.
Yeah, I definitely want Trossard.
I would. That's why I've said we need a striker, because I would get rid of Eddie. I would get rid of Eddie tomorrow, and I would get rid of Balogun as well. And we need a striker.
Yeah.
We need somebody of the old poacher type that's going to bang in the goals.
Yeah.
We need the old Alan Smith type. We play. It's all right playing all this fancy football that we do, but if you haven't got anybody to knock the ball in the back of the net in the 6-yard box, there's no point. This is why Kane is so this. If Harry Kane wasn't at Spurs, let's put it this way: if he goes, Spurs will finish 10th or below.
Yeah.
Next season.
Absolutely.
So we need an old type striker. That's what we need.
Would you take Richard Fulham?
Yeah, I would at this point. I would take anybody that's. I would even go any one of the decent ones at Newcastle. Anybody I would take, as long as they're a striker and as long as they can bang the goals in. I don't care. Because
I'll keep an eye on that one on Mitrovic as well, because no one has mentioned him in the various opportunities that I've been hearing this week.
Bite their arm off for him. Yeah, just somebody that
amazing.
Even if we don't pay 50-60 million to Fulham, take him on loan for this season. Just pay his wages. That's all. That'd be a player to keep an eye on.
Fix, to be fair, and someone like him, is going to deliver. He's got no fear. Yeah, he's a beast.
And I know we all don't like Haaland, but his goals speak for himself. He is a proper goal.
So yes,
the robot, as they call him.
He's a robot,
and that's what we need. We need someone who's going to be consistently banging the goals in.
Yeah, and we haven't got that.
No.
Sorry, guys. Right, because I'm going to wrap this up soon. I think our time follow Ryan, as loyal as they are. But right, in between, we're all panicking about a proper striker. The bid for Raya.
Yeah, I think it's good. I think it'll be good for Ramsdale, because I think he needs. I think it'd be good for Ramsdale. Not sure about the price, but that's football.
They've gone for about 23 million. We are 20 million.
Yeah, they won't do that.
But they won't accept it. Well, Thomas Frank was very frank, as I heard. Yeah, they aren't accepting it. Yeah.
Well, they won't accept anything less than what they've asked for, which is 40 million. So I don't know why we're messing about. If we want him, then just pay the 40 million.
Eddie's cooking, mate. Next on that Barbie.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Oh, and listen, but who knows? Time we get back on the airways again, maybe he's suddenly our sort of first goalie. Yes.
And before we go, I know you
Yeah.
haven't mentioned it at the range. Good luck to the 3 players,
Oh,
the
yes,
academy
yes.
girls that have gone to Watford, and
Yeah.
also the goalkeeper that's gone to Bristol City on loan until July next year.
Yeah.
Well, I knew
So
2
good luck.
out of the 3. And Michelle, particularly, she is such a talent. She really needs to be.
Yes.
And also, it's interesting because this is where Arsenal Women and Arsenal Women's Academy are actually now starting to tell us things. Before, we didn't have a clue.
Yeah.
So they're being a bit more forthcoming. And particularly as I knew 2 of the 3 players, I thought, well, okay. And particularly Michelle, who really is an emerging English talent, i.e., she's playing for the England under whatevers. She needs to be nurtured, let alone for Arsenal. So,
definitely, yeah.
Also, I've just realised there's another player that went on loan, that Freya Godfrey.
Yeah, Freya Godfrey's gone. Yeah,
she's gone on loan. So that's 5 players gone from the Brimson. So it makes you wonder if Giannis is going to go in a market and get 1 or 2 players from this World Cup. So it makes you wonder.
We said that before. We think he will, but obviously certain teams bowing out because quite rightly you can't do any business while they're playing. That's why Alessio was sewn up beforehand. And
To be fair, I think that's why he took the commentary job, so he can have a scout
have
around.
a good look at him. He's not daft, is he? You're right.
Exactly.
There you are. Not daft,
and Emma Hayes as well. So, but she's near enough got her players anyway. So.
Right, okay, guys, I'm going to wrap this up because I say Ryan's going to be on another podcast, whatever it is. Good luck with that one. We will check it out. And thank you so much to everybody who joined us in the chat. bitlastminute.com, but truly appreciate this. And we'll probably be back in maybe a fortnight's time. Bear with us. We'll see how, because Mark gets no sleep. He's doing this wonderful thing with the World Cup. Bless his heart.
I do help out Mark where I can.
You do.
Yes,
you do.
That's greatly appreciated. Listen.
I make them brief as possible. So I did make some that stat, about Spain's national anthem as well.
Yes.
It's one of 4 countries in the whole world that hasn't got words to that national anthem.
That might be for the best. Oh God, you're not allowed to say that. From off, are you? Sorry. Next. Oh dear. Right, guys, thank you so much. We will be back.
No worries.
I'm not sure when, but we'll be back. Thank you for tuning in. Go and enjoy Ryan's other show. Thank you very much.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Ricky.